Da 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 da. We're gonna get eaten. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, that was super loud, so I'm gonna change it to this screen. Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday and happy Halloween. I hope you're having a great day. We are back with Cooking Companions because I had a really good time playing it yesterday. And so we're going to play it again. Well, we're going to continue it because we got about halfway and nothing really creepy has happened so far. I mean, it's been a little ominous and some people have been extremely rude. But nothing really scary has happened. So hopefully we've gotten to a spooky part and we're going to do the second half of this. So here we go. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Yeah, that was a really sad cliffhanger to just leave it off of. I was like, okay, well, that was sad. Bye. So basically, Mariah has left the house, and it is implied that she did not swim very well. So I assume she did not, considering this is a spooky game. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's almost been a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. You need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? If you weren't gonna wait, why'd you send her outside? How fast do you think she can walk? In floodwaters. The nearest town is miles and miles away. Exactly. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat, mice? Lucky for you, I found a mouse earlier that's just perfect for you, Karen. Karen. I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. Every waking thought is about food now. I should have never eaten that much. Well, you're a big guy, so I mean, you do probably need more calories than everybody else. I'm. I'm. She's mad, she said. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Yeah, but if you watch a horror movie, everyone always says that. I'll be right back. And then they don't come back. Everyone retreats to their areas. Well, who should I go for now? Because I don't have Mariah. Uh, hmm. Well, I already have a heart with Anatoly, so I might be able to do the rest of his run? I'm not sure. We'll try it. Hey. The kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile, her hatred of bad horror movies. I never got to tell her how I felt about her. It was pretty obvious. She'll be back, right? As a ghost, maybe. You nod. Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. Why do you guys keep having to bring up my my mistakes? Why are you bringing up old shit? You decide to distract Anatoly from his misery with an old story. Oh, this is gonna be cryptic, isn't it? There was once a villager who had to stock up supplies for the winter. He filled his house with a cow, as one does. A sack of grains from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. That is oddly specific. He quickly ran out of the room as the house wasn't very big. One day, the villager grew sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains using his buckets of water. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only offer to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cows kept him awake, until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed, crying as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but couldn't step over the buckets. This is a logistics issue. There's a barn, or perhaps you could have just left the cow outside. He was too weak, too sick. The last thing he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting noise to end his life. That's really not the story you want to tell someone while they're grieving. Yeah. Awkward. Anatoly looks horrified with your story. I understand the thought process behind it, but this was like the worst possible story you could tell. You leave him alone in the kitchen. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. You guys have only not eaten for like 3 days. Like, I don't understand why you guys are so... I don't know. Like, yes, again, you would be hungry. You'd be very hungry, but it's only been a couple of days. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Ha 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 ha. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. night. That was a depressing day. Drink some water, hydrate. You quickly fall asleep, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat in a completely different room. What room am I in? Am I in the basement? Spooky. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Oh, what, pray tell, will I be cooking? Oh, wow. That cow story really paid off. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You don't want to know where I got that. You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? It smells like Updog. I shouldn't laugh so hard at my own jokes. Exclamation point. Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. No. Medium or medium rare is the correct way to cook meat, okay? None of this well done nonsense. Exclamation point. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You immediately... Whoa, I need to read correctly. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Human, the other white meat. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration it better this time. I understand. Thank you. Exclamation point. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. He has a very weak constitution. He's puked a couple of times, or has said that he's going to puke. Although I don't know, it depends on the situation. I was gonna say, I'd probably throw up after eating a person, but in a survival... Now, this is like, they've waited all of like 3 days and they're eating somebody. But like, in an actual survival situation, I mean, you do what you gotta do. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is familiar. Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some of the meat. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a cutlet from the plate, turning his back to the group as he devours it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Let's talk to Anatoly. You knock on the door first, unlike last time where apparently I just barged in. Anatoly? You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Yeah? Please don't tell me where the meat came from. Okay. It was your girlfriend. I mean, I got it at the store. The less known, the better. But you do know. I didn't just like, the meat fairy came and dropped off this cutlet. You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that? What, I don't want to tell him another cryptic story? Hearts. You leave Anatoly and go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Uh-oh. Am I gonna get yelled at? Uh... Excuse me. What the heck is that? Why is there a face in the cabinet? That's scary. Did I store the meat in there? Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Eating will just make them hungrier. You really see it now. Man, that's spooky. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. Once you pop, you just can't stop. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time, and there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess I'd rather eat tomorrow than more today. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? Okay, I'm sorry. But he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. That seems impractical. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. I didn't know that it was this kind of dating sim. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals. Holding it in front of his face, you can see his beard and eyes what? You can see his beard and eyes watching you. The beard was also watching you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest as the smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. Ugh. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. Rude. You wake in a cold sweat. Ugh. Day 9. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. You notice anything? Is it raining? Whoa. What? What did she say? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. Still, it's better. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Will Mariah make it back? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Buddy, you got a little something there with going on with your face. You okay? Sometimes I hear her crying through the radio. You just said you didn't hear something like that. But that's just a broadcast. Right? Oh my. I love what you've done with your hair. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. I think... I don't even know what I think, because I'm scared of your face. Oh, wow, they're really messed up looking. One step closer to Mariah. Ugh. Bro. It's what she would have wanted. I kind of was thinking that also because the way that she was like, I will keep us alive. And so I was kind of considering like she was gonna do that and then we were gonna end up eating her. And it might be like in the sense that she tried to go outside and she drowned or whatever, and then I have no idea why we have her meat, but maybe. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly's eyes look at you, begging. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. Bring us another slab. Oh, this face is even worse. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. I've heard people supposed to taste like pork, though. Please help me. Anatoly. Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to the boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. Mmm, just like Mom used to make. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in a bowl. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Dude, you need to chew your food. It's bad for your digestion. Like a duck does when eating bread. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth using the spoon. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. I don't know what overtook you either, but it messed your face right up, dude. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Exclamation point! Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? Probably a body's worth? You explain how most of it has gone bad. It's been like a day. What did you do with it? Or maybe because it was outside? This is the last of it. What, out of a whole body? There's no way you got 2 meals out of a whole body. That's incredibly wasteful. I'd be mad too. You can get 2 meals out of a whole person. Gah. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait for the rain to stop. You've had 2 meals in 2 days. You'll be fine for a while. Like, it's not gonna be fun, but you'll be fine. Wait around again? Yes. That is the correct answer. You win. This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Ahem. Anatoly. Yes? Go outside. You're the next one. I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. Are we just all gonna pretend like we don't know what's going on? Or forage for plants outside? I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Wow, you're just gonna throw your little buddy under the bus? Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. I... Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor is right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. She's a strong, independent, dead woman. She don't need no man. But we need your help, Anatoly. We need that body of yours. You too can be independent and dead. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Instead of killing you directly, we're going to send you out and have the elements do it for us. That's really harsh. And impractical. Let me sleep on it. Yeah, that's a big decision. I would simply not. Okay? No problem, little guy. Humph. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books, knitting, to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. You guys just ate. I would love to know what she's saying. Mariah. Something is approaching.
Onion!
Oh God. I got jump scared by an onion. Hey! Yay! Thank goodness, it was getting depressing. We needed some cute, adorable anime vegetables to brighten the mood. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not gonna be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's gonna cave to peer pressure. Suddenly, this is an after-school special. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer Onion. Please? Please? Don't you trust me? I'm just a widow onion. You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie. The fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. People still believe that today. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? I don't know. I thought I saw some stuff about that, but I could be wrong. Ha 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 ha.
Boy, boy.
There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people believing it. Ha 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 ha. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in a room? Your mom.
Boy, boy.
You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. I love baths. Baths are great. I like to get bath bombs and do all that stuff. I could live in the bathtub. Could smell you before I even came into the room.
Onion.
Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I'm going to insult you and then ask you for a favor. I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It will be impossible to stop a grown man from leaving.
Onion.
Please? We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around?
Onion.
Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. I don't know, that Potato's pretty ominous.
Onion. Onion.
Just kidding, she's great. I would be besties with Cabbage. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. But I don't care about him. I mean, I don't want him to leave either, but he is kind of annoying. Even if it's for me, okay? You were just mean to me. You can trust me. Anyone that says that, I'm suspicious of. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates.
Boy, boy, boy.
They're made of butter slices, so I'll get to skate around the frying pan tomorrow. Where is butter? We could be using that butter. So we're not eating people.
Onion.
Later. Your mind bleh. Your mind finally manages to forget everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. You should have eaten the onion. Day 10. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment in your living room. That is a strange dream. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack and then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things that you had for food, all of those chickens. As the snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Slime molds, moss, pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. Just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin completely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth quickly fills with blood. Days later, a deer gallops by, the first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. What, no picture of the deer? Something smells terrible in the living room. Exclamation point. Someone puked in a corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. I would probably throw up too if I had people try to kick me out of the house. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I also would not be happy about someone immediately being like, so, are you gonna go outside so we can eat you? I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but also, I'm gonna need you to get outside. But one of us puked last night. So that's what that smell was. Anatoly, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. Jeez. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. I think it's interesting that she did the creepy text, but her face didn't get all creepy. She just looked hungry. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? I'm gonna save. Let's see what happens with Anatoly. Can I tell him more cryptic nonsense? Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by your presence. Yay! Big hearts. Gregor told me he's heard Mariah. I am sure Karen isn't being honest with me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to drown outside. But at least I won't have to have her tormenting me anymore. You know what's in the basement, don't you? I assume so. Yes? I don't know what these do. So, yes, of course you do. How else would you keep us fit? Anatoly looks like he's going to puke. Please get away from me. Anatoly leaves your vicinity. It looks like Anatoly will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting. I don't think that went well. Load. Yes. No. Wow. You aren't kidding anyone. You're just lying to yourself. Yeah, that's a lot to say for someone that's been acting like he hasn't been eating the girl he liked. And not in the fun way. Please get away from me. You oblige. Okay, so neither of those are good options. Go back. Load game. Yes. Let's talk with LeChompette. None of the fun Chompettes are around. Thankfully, Potato has kept hidden this entire time. Nothing we call our own but death. And that small model of the barren earth, which serves as paste and cover for our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping up behind me. You're facing the ceiling. I was reciting my favorite line from William Shakespeare. Well, aren't you bougie? You know which play it was from? It wasn't the one with the weird sisters. Yes, the play that shall not be named. You take a wild guess. That's right. The Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all of the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. I don't know, you guys are doing all kinds of other stuff, so I assume you can read. Hell, I can't even nudge a book off the bookshelf. I'll bring you a book, if you would like. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah. I've been watching your progress so far. And I must say, very strange choices. Even for someone like you. What's that supposed to mean? I've wondered why you're so accommodating for these four. Pity I didn't receive the same treatment. Oh well. Maybe it's because you're creepy. Excuse my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? No, please, no more math. You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. Ahem. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. What happens? For starters, your brain stops craving glucose. But there's a good reason for that. Your guts have begun shrinking. What? Really? And your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There's books on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. I'm not reading all that. Anyways. Bodies mimic glucose for the brain and can provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone bodies gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. I feel like you're making this up. I can make up words too, potato. It's common in diabetics. How do you know if you have it? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Does that mean I can be a dragon? Your breath will smell something like fingernail polish, which smells like fingernail polish. I can't remember, no nose to smell now. But looking at your face, I bet your breath smells much worse. If only the Chompettes had something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. You unlocked Potato's quotations recipe. I personally wouldn't make it, but you have a taste for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here. Far too dangerous to go out exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone together for a meeting. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? What if he decided no? Would she stab him? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you too, little guy. I'll miss you too, medium guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen. Yes? I always loved you. Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? Don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you. You say nothing. Mine was better. Goodbye, Anatoly. She's like pushing him out the door. He's like still trying to talk. She's just like, he has one arm in there, and she's just like, bye. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin. Couldn't you just potentially wait outside of the cabin and then maybe like dunk yourself in the water a little bit and then come back and be like, oh gosh, it's real crazy out there. Yeah, I swam for 3 hours and I need to come back inside. Gonna outsmart the system. See you soon, little guy. Guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. The meat fairy will be here in the morning. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor is getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Then why did you want him to go? You guys make no sense. You're like, I think you should go outside, and then turn around and be like, why did they leave? It's hard to be funny with this music. Oh my god. It's been so depressing. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. Sorry, golly. It's bedtime for me too, I guess. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. Ugh. You hear a scraping from the floor. Found you. Ha ha ha. I think the Chompettes really help because they kind of break the depression of it a little bit with comedy. So that was a smart choice. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Ha ha ha. Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference. Get it? Ba-dump bump. Ha ha ha. Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency Chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Save. I don't think I'm able to. Oh, well. Can I just. You're fooling nobody with that act. You've never had hearing loss. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear you. Let's go with a non-verbal answer, all right? Protect Gregor at all costs. Can I say no? Does everyone look like a snack to you? Ha ha ha. I'm not giving you a choice on this. Let's try that again. Can I not choose anything? I love his little ha ha ha. So cute. Okay. You nod. Ha ha ha. It's the yeast you can do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense. Ha ha ha. On a roll today, I'll see you around. Brad hops away. Ha ha hops. Hops away, squeezing himself through the mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. Oh no. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. Working the saw. Oh wow. Working the saw, you wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you begin drying the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching, so you clench a fist and get ready to strike at whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Wow. Creepy. Hello? You wake up in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or you found some meat? Exclamation point. Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to cook You decide you cook breakfast for everyone. To cook breakfast for everyone. Cutting each slice fairly thin. You brown each side in the oven. The smell is unique. Exclamation point. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? I'm not sure. It's probably your traveling companion. Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. I wouldn't either. She looks crazed. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. It's like eating a Hot Pocket or pizza rolls. Ack. She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned about rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Exclamation point. Oh God. Already? I mean, how long did you think it was gonna take? Gregor looks conflicted. But he succumbs to hunger. They always do. Wait a minute. So Mariah went first because... And then Anatoly was very conflicted because he liked her. And then there was a scene earlier where Gregor was blushing when he was in the kitchen with Anatoly, and now he's conflicted. And is there some kind of like connection with like the person you care about most and having to eat them maybe? I don't know. I just thought that was a very strange coinkydink. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, carefully grabbing the second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. You haven't had food in like a day. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. We can just keep eating people. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna lay down on the couch, try to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans in to whisper. I'm glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. I don't want to bond with you. How did you get so good at it? You tell her. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I can think about. That doesn't sound like a good thing. I read the book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. What is necropsy? Please hold. We're going to have an educational lesson as I bang things around on my desk. I know it's something dead. Necropsy. It's another term for autopsy. Interesting. I did not know that. I should start doing a word of the day, especially considering that there's always words that I don't know or know how to pronounce correctly. And then you and I can both get smarter. Probably just you. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Exclamation point. Yeah, right. Okay. So, what I'm understanding is I have given her a number that is outrageous, and she thinks I am joking. So I am, like, some kind of creature, thing, person. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. I still don't like you. Sorry about that. We should eat her next. You've grown on me. You haven't grown on me. You fail. I'm gonna vote you off the island. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. Why would he be the next to leave? Actually, if he can't swim and you can, then you would be the next to leave. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? I was wondering that also. I was like, it seems impractical to let them go outside. If you're gonna do that, then you know. Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. No, I don't. Are we gonna get him drunk? This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. Found it? I don't believe you. I think you've been carrying that. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. I don't think so. I do not consent. This is for the best. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on him. What? This request is beyond extreme. Yes. Will you do this for me? I'm gonna save this. Why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. Then maybe you shouldn't do it. This is my first time and I want it to be perfect. Whether you are autopsying someone or learning to draw or VTubing, your first time will not be perfect, and that is okay. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraint should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor, hi. Uh-oh. Hey, Karen. What are you doing? Oh, no. Okay. So here's the thing. If she's going to, I assume, autopsy him, then this is the lesser evil. Because she said this is going to put him to sleep. So it would be better that he's asleep for this if I can't stop her from doing it. So that's what we're going to go with. I knew you would, thank you. I'm only doing it because it's not as terrible. You nod. She's learning quickly. You definitely think Karen will remember that. I don't want Karen to remember that. Dun 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 dun. Karen hands you a vial of mysterious liquid, and you add it to Gregor's mug. Gregor? Oh, Gregor! It's been a while since you've had some water. Come drink with us. Aw. Gregor looks frightened. I can't stop thinking about the little guy. I can't even remember what happened before we arrived. It just never ends. I miss Anatoly and Mariah. Me too. Let us toast to Anatoly and Mariah. They'll always be inside of us, Gregor. Oh. I mean, I guess that's true, but can't change that now. Gregor begins to weep. Jeez. You're right. We're having it raw tonight, Gregor. Wow. uh, I need an adult. What? Exactly, what? Eating raw meat is one of life's greatest gambles. I don't think you should eat raw people. Eat your people responsibly. Make sure they're cooked above whatever temperature people should be cooked above. Would it be the same as pork or beef, or are those the same? I always have to look up the temperature. I don't remember. Get awfully sick, or... Gregor slowly puts the meat in his mouth, ignoring the smell. Well, if it's fresh, then it shouldn't smell bad. He swallows each bite with a wince on his face. Trying not to get sick. Speaking of raw meat, I really like sushi. Sushi is great. I also, as I said before, eat my beef on the pink side, so I would not eat something like raw. I would not eat raw. That's a bit much for me. I'll never forget the first time I met Anatoly. We were kids. I was chopping firewood outside the house. You really do love chopping firewood. Anatoly brought over a butterfly net filled with them. He introduced himself and asked me if I wanted to hold one of the butterflies. I had never held one before. He told me not to crush it between my large paws. That's a wholesome interaction. He did have miniature hands himself, so I get it. And a toe. But yeah, you are a large individual. You're very tall. And Karen, what did you put in this water? Would you do anything to save your friends, Gregor? Of course. Gregor's eyes start to droop. What the hell was Karen's liquid? I think it'd be best to have an early bedtime tonight. Let me help you onto the couch, Gregor. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. I'm sorry, Gregor. You seem really nice. Gregor passes out cold. Thank you. Don't thank me. I didn't want to do it. I'll do the rest. Even if he screams, please ignore Gregor when he wakes up. Okay? You don't want to interrupt Karen with this. I do. I would like for her to not. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom and crawling into the bed Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Man, it has gone insane in the last not even 2 weeks. Wake up, sleepyhead. I wasn't ready for unprotected hand-holding. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. Make us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Made us some breakfast. Breakfast with what? How are we going through people so fast? Is there like only one little slice of meat on each person? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his. Took a few hours, but he caved. Come on, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Okay. Why? That is also my question. He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandaged him up like a field medic. Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna go into shock. Also, you didn't need to take all those legs at once, and, that's crazy. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? God, you're stupid. Maybe if you spent as much time reading books as chopping wood. Hey, be nice to Gregor. You would have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. Why do you think that everyone has been reading all of the books in the house? What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you'd immediately drowned? You'd sink like a log. That makes no sense. Because I assume everyone else has drowned. Right? What? Yeah, what? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Haha. And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. Heh. I didn't want any of it to go bad, so I'll have to eat that fresh arm when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, I'm going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Yeah, I thought this last night. Hey. All I wanted to do... Man, this music. All I wanted to do is keep everyone alive and together. But I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No, of course not. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, nobody had to tell me to be big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. That's probably why I grew up so big. And yet I complained my belly was not full. One day on my way home from school, I was walking by the town inn and smelled something amazing coming right out of a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag. They threw away a meal that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I became ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. I got food poisoning, I think only one time in my life, and it was terrible. It was right after Thanksgiving, which I think it was Friends, but once you see stuffing in reverse, it's not really good anymore. I learned nothing from that experience. Like everywhere else, I was just there for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation, haha. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor grows a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. This cabin, it chills me to the bones. Or what's left of them. Please. Consider it my dying wish. Yeah, I'll cover you with a blankie. Get you all nice and cozy. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. Aw, you missed your little buddy. I'm sorry. Can we stop looking at you though? It's making me sad. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try to find the other remains. So I can eat them? Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello.
Hello. Carnival music. Wee. Okay. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Nasha manana. Can you find all of us? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. I bet one of us is hiding down there. She is whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? Well, I didn't give it to her. You shrug. As leader of the Chompettes, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, yo. Because I need more water. Of course. I will return shortly. Now we're gonna play hide and seek. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. Hey, I'm playing a hide and seek game with a bunch of sentient vegetables. Can I have a key? Karen, looks like Karen is just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Have you seen the basement key? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Trump, Trump, Trump. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Let's save. Woodpile. There's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Woodpile. Actually, there's more behind the woodpile. Quite a few rat droppings. So there's a good collection of cobwebs and rat droppings now. Woodpile. The dust is pretty thick back there too. Cobwebs, rat droppings, and dust. This really should be cleaned. Yep, still filthy back here. You definitely aren't cleaning anything up back here. You need to find Cabbage. Okay. Oh, you notice an engraving of the cabin on the wall with an X in the center. Is there treasure here? Huh. I'm gonna save. Yes. Cauldron? Cauldron? No. I don't want to find you yet. Hold on. Cupboards. You open a few drawers. They're empty. They must have been full of the dishes that are piling up. Yikes. You open another. This one has a little dried blood on it. This drawer is empty too. Are all of these empty? More empty cupboards. These would have been great places to store spare meat. You completely missed under the sink. On the left side, the letter L is engraved. Who wrote this? There was an L on the cabinet in the original, the first part that I played. Okay, Cauldron. You hear some rustling around. Found her. She always picks the same hiding spot.
Wee, cabbage!
Wee, cabbage. You found me. Well done. As leader of the Chompettes, getting through mouse holes is a chore.
Cabbage.
Can't find any Chompettes to push me through. So I guess you'll have to help me out. Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompettes to go. What's next? Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompettes in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key.
Cabbage!
Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in the oven. You found the basement key.
Yeah!
There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You got the basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompettes.
Hoo-hoo!
Find Onion. Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Bedroom. Found him. Wow. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me.
Onion!
Onion. Today,
Onion!
I'm sweet as a sugar cane.
Boy!
Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Wow, that's not sweet at all. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away.
Onion!
Gross. Were you scared of the red-haired woman or something? Yeah, she's pretty scary. You tell Onion the truth. Whoa.
Boy!
Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, Anatoly, and Gregor. But yikes.
Boy!
That's 3 people gone in less than a month. That's what I'm saying. You guys ate those people way too quickly. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though, right? Huh.
Onion!
I would probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways. Didn't mean to be rude, I got your back. Onion has joined the party.
Hello!
Glad to have you join us, Onion.
Boy, boy.
No problem. There's nothing else to do today. That's not true. I heard Bread making noises in the living room.
Boy, boy.
You know how loud he can get. Am I gonna be shuffling around the living room freaking out Karen looking for Bread? That'd be weird.
Cabbage.
Bread? The one and only. Chompettes.
Ha-ha.
Let's move out. Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompettes left. You're getting a terrible headache. And your face is feeling numb. Oh no, am I having some kind of stroke? Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. That's a response. Oh well, he'll be fine. You do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. You suddenly feel a second wind coming on. Time to get that bread. Get that bag. Get that bread. You proudly strut up to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread. You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Well, he is very round. Found me. Everyone's secretly favorite trompette. Bread. I like Bread. Don't you loaf me? Ha ha ha. My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds. No, thousands of terrible puns. I have several. Are you having a gourd time? I'm doing fine. How are you? He's my role model. So, what do you need? You tell Bread about gathering the Chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? When you guys were in the drawer? Or when I horribly murdered you, apparently? With Potato? I mean, we all chose to be in that drawer, but this? You're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Huh.
Cabbage.
Brad, we need your help finding Potato.
Onion.
Missed you, big guy. Come help. Big guy. I would never let the Chompettes down. Ha ha ha. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Roar. Wait. Are you drooling? All 3 Chompettes are staring at you.
Boy.
Are you thinking of eating us? You accidentally lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Snap out of it. Oh, I blacked out. You already ate. We're no good for that. You glutton. Oh no. I'm phasing in and out of reality. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. You stumble to your feet. Let's go find Raspberry and never speak of this again.
Boy, boy.
I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompettes.
Yasa, ha, ha.
Yes, Mosey out. You have 3 Chompettes in your party. 2 more to go. Exclamation point. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. You can be the egg Chompette. Your hands have gone completely numb. Am I okay? What is happening? Why am I having a moment? This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. Exclamation point. You didn't pass. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. Hooray. 2 more to go. You go check out the basement door. Where is she? Exclamation point. You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. Dun dun dun. The birds outside turn silent. You can hear a pin drop. Why is this berry so scary? Scary berry. It's my favorite flavor. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel the sudden urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again.
Hi, 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 hi.
Surprise! Found you, Raspberry.
Raspberry.
Wow, it's very nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry.
Boy, boy.
Honest. We need your help finding Potato.
Yasa, my dana.
Our combined Chompette detective skills say he's in the basement. Oh yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry has joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is already unlocked. Oh crap, the red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes,
Yasa, ha, ha.
let's hide out. Exclamation point. All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. I would also like to escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Karen's dress. Is that a knife in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. But you have meat. Why are you so meat hungry? Let's tear them apart piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury the knife into you. Oh, screams of the damned there. What do you do? I'm gonna save. Tell her about the basement. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase into darkness. You've locked the basement door. That's a good idea, actually. Did you just lock the door? You block out the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. But we were playing hide and seek. Lucky 13. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. Exclamation point. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. I'm already in the bathroom. How convenient. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. Oh, never mind. The candle blew out. And the door is locked. Oh no. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Oh, swell. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or find hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. This bathtub is filthy. You'll need more than a little elbow grease to get these stains out. Your scratches. You notice a note underneath the bathtub. Oh. Oops. Oh well. You take the court summons letter with you. Hole? Toilet? No toilet paper? Someone forgot to restock the toilet paper. Beyond disgusting. This is truly the scariest thing you've ever seen. I agree. Can I keep looking under here? Are there other things to find? Are there monsters in the corner? You said you were going to give me little glints. Did I get everything already?
Cabbage.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? How often does this happen? You tell her about the candle being blown out. Yeah. Maybe you just need to try wiggling it a little bit. Exclamation point. You unlock the bathroom door. Congratulations. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to conduct the next secret trumpet meeting. Later. You quickly make your escape. But I thought I had to go to the bathroom. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. Speaking of... Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh, gosh. Karen? No? I'm just dreaming. Just your imagination again. Karen can't be still alive, right? Oh, somebody's at the door. It's delivery. No, it's DiGiorno. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. Hello. What big eyes you have. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Some spirits move on immediately, others linger. And some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack. Or get you to fall down a flight of stairs. Or cause you to wander into an early demise. No way of knowing which one the group will choose. The rain has stopped outside. You decide to go look out the window. Oh. Man, it scared me. The floodwaters are completely gone and replaced by zombies. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. All I do is sleep and eat. I'm like a sim. That's a lot of days. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Yeah, there's a bone there. Is this another trick, or... I don't know what you're saying, I'm sorry. Oh, good morning. Well, thank you. She's still sticking around. You head into the kitchen to get breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. That is a very scary statement. Bless you. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... You wake in a cold sweat. Creepy. Super creepy. Wait, 15? It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You can still smell Gregor here. What does Gregor smell like? Should you have intervened with Karen? It probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. And then you wake up at 11:30 p.m. and you're confused and you don't know what dimension you're in. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin living room is pitch black. You pick up a flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Hello? Anatoly? Is there something up here? I saw shining. The first note you ever received. Thinking about the message puts a smile on your face. Can I read it? What was over here? You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letter, so I am begging you, please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside your door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch and get the rest, and bleh, on the couch to get the rest of your sleep. You sleptwalked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me. In that first week with the red-haired woman and the others, where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking into walls, or worse, going down into the basement. I can't believe you hadn't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat, ha ha ha. Or something else. Would you share that secret with me? No, because you're very ominous, and if I have secret powers, I'm not going to give that to anybody else. Ha ha ha. Still have some common sense left in you. Tell me, what was the plan after locking her up in the basement? Having her starve to death with 3 corpses already down there, plenty of rainwater? Haha. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs, put an end to this. I don't care if you come back alive. Maybe the red-haired woman will let all of us move on. Or will she act like you? You ignore Potato, heading to the basement door. You quickly do the math in your head and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. Okay. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. Something gonna jump out at me? Am I gonna get jump scared? Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them that disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. Why is their grave in the basement? Didn't they die outside? You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here, loaves of it. Fine. I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice: beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room. Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin. And Karen will rip the flesh from your bones like a chicken wing. We'll talk again. Thank you for being kind to me. I didn't believe the whispers at first. At first. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Come in. Something is approaching. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs and wants to leave. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. Guess I can't lie to you, huh? You just stood there while Karen took... Goodness me. You just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. What's in the room? Uh-oh. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. Okay, we're good, we're good. Heh, thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware Karen. We should all beware Karen. Karens are a menace to society. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Oh, thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting with Gregor. Oh. I was going to try and see if you wanted to pick onions with me. Onions, you say? You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start with your arms. Haha. Creepy. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you again soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch.
Hello.
Hi. You've come so far. Proud of you.
Cabbage, cabbage.
As leader of the Chompettes, I want to let you know we have your back. No matter what happens to us, bleh. No matter what happens down here, just call out to us and we'll be there.
Boy, boy,
Honest.
boy.
Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. Ha ha ha. You can't sneak up on me.
Raspberry.
But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Are you deaf? Well, I don't have any ears. Raspberry.
Onion.
That was pretty cruel, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. Ha ha ha. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. That wasn't too bad. I've heard worse. Sorry. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't miss a killing for the world.
Cabbage, cabbage.
Just remember, down here you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here later, please avoid the room where it happened. So I killed them down here, I think. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us.
Boy.
I wouldn't call it a change of heart because you really never had one, Potato. You should have rotted down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did was no joking matter. That's enough. Chompettes,
Yes, hi.
let's help out. The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. What's next? You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. Her dress is really pretty. I really like her character design. Karen readies the knife. Oh god. You're going to taste better than Gregor. Thank you. Owie! Should have kept the door locked. Chompettes. Hey, as leader of the Chompettes, I can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you out of here. I see you've ignored my warning to watch out for that knife. Ha 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 ha. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and seek again. I should have saved. Okay. Chompettes, help out. Cabbage has filled you with hope. You gained 5 HP. Karen lunges at you. Uh-oh. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen licks her lips. Will you fit in the cauldron? Hey, it's me. Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at those wounds. Blood? Gross. Your eyes begin to water. What did I tell you about crying? There's no crying in knife fights. You got this, champ. Good luck. Onion's words make you feel a little better, but only a little bit. You gained 5 HP. This was an ideal time to talk to the Chompettes. Karen looks confused, though. It'd be best to watch out for that knife. Are we gonna defeat her with the power of friendship? I don't really care who dies down here. You're both pretty awful. Good luck. Potato's words cut pretty deep. It does make you feel a little bit better, though. You gained 5 HP. Karen is mumbling to herself. Karen catches her breath. Should have kept the door locked. I'm secretly everyone's favorite Chompette. But I owe all of this to my cousin Cornbread, Raziel. You point out that Raziel was one of Onion's relatives. Oh, haha. It's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memories. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, haha. Good luck. Bread. You gained 5 HP. That's sad. Karen lunges at you. Ouchie. You've started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? Come on, Grandma, time to go back to bed. Karen laughs at you. It was a funny joke. Won't be burying you. Good, I want to be cremated. Always marry raspberry is a lie created by cabbage. It's a lie created by Big Cabbage. You know me by now. I've never acted merry. Correct? You nod. Are you going to devour the red-haired woman when you win? Or leave her corpse to stink up the basement? Is the basement floor covered in blood, or is this carpet? Because this is gonna be really hard to get those stains out if it's carpet. We both know your answer. Let's end this. You feel a flood of emotions from the Chompettes. Anger, sadness, joy, filled with determination. Your bones feel quicker, like your reflexes are improved. The Chompettes have imbued a second wind inside you. You get ready for Karen's next attack. Oh, I'm old. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black in here. The rot of a decaying flesh... Blah. The rot of a decaying flesh here is nauseating. You can hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps disappearing below, making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downwards, spiraling into the abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity almost gets the best of you a few times as you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of the door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh. The gang's all here. Back together again. Drowned and dissected. The butcher of hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in the cabin are bound to different rules. I'm gonna assume that they mean that people that I kill in the cabin are bound to different rules because Gregor died in the cabin. But I assume they mean people that I've personally, yeah. Okay. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. You guys ate the meat and you guys were ready to kick people off the island so that you could have your little cannibalism Thanksgiving. So I don't know why you're blaming me. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. I want to see what it is too. What is it? Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. I want to see the room. Oh, man. That was pretty awesome. I know that there are other endings, and of course, we will not get to those today. We may do it tomorrow or. Oh gosh, sorry. We may not get to it tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're gonna play. We may finish up Mortuary Assistant, but we will eventually get the other endings for this. It is definitely fascinating. It seems like it has a bunch of different routes. I'm not sure how many endings it has. Probably a lot. And then we also have the Chompette Origins also. But they did a great job. I am very impressed with this game. It's definitely creepy. Oh, the Kickstarter backers. I love games like this. I really need to find more of them. It's just the reading really kills me. For long periods of time. It's really interesting and I like it, but I'm gonna kind of have to work my way up to doing more stuff like that because, like, reading for, 2 or 3 hours is just, I'm not used to that yet. But we will continue, and I'm just gonna, can we, like, no, we're almost done. It's okay. I am very impressed with it. It gives a very folklory, like, witch in a cabin, and you, the player, type of thing. I think they did a great job with it. I'm glad they came out with like a prequel thingy because I think that's going to be interesting to like piece everything together. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go upstairs. You'll eat well tonight. Oh. The four looked completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked thousands of times. Did you come on your own free will or were you sent? I would immediately be suspicious of a question like that. I'd be like, are you a fairy tale creature? You're giving me fairy tale creature vibes or demon vibes. Any kind of like uncanniness like that, I'm immediately like, We were technically sent. Anatoly. We came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. Is this like... I don't know if it's folklore or if it's just like an urban legend. I believe it is Japanese. But there's a woman with like her face, like the sides of her cheeks cut, and she will ask you, like she'll find you and come up to you and she'll like show you like how her mouth is cut open, and she'll ask you if she's pretty, and if you say yes, like she gets you, and if you say no, she gets you, but if you're just like mid, then she leaves you alone. If I remember correctly. I feel like this is one of those situations. You may stay in my cabin until you are ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. The group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. And that's the beginning of the game. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Yep. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Wow. What? Okay, I'm just gonna save right quick, because I have no idea what this is. What? As always, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me today. Hold on. There. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me today. I had a great time. I hope you did too. We will be back tomorrow, more than likely, to continue our Halloween week. I keep saying that I wasn't planning on streaming all week, so you can always see when I go live on Twitter or I will be here. Thank you again. You have a wonderful rest of your night.